Gus the goat goes to bed. Once upon a time, in a cozy little farm nestled in the rolling hills, there lived a hard-headed goat named Gus. Gus was a lively and mischievous goat who loved to frolic and play all day long. However, when it came to bedtime, Gus had a stubborn streak. He simply did not want to go to bed. Every night, as the sun began to set, the other animals on the farm would make their way to their cozy barns and snuggle into their stalls. But Gus would stay outside, running and jumping, pretending that bedtime was a game he could avoid. Gus's mom, a gentle and patient goat, would call out, "Gus, it's time to go to bed. You need your rest for another adventurous day." But Gus would shake his head, stomp his hooves, and say, "I don't want to go to bed. I'm not tired." Night after night, the same scene would repeat itself. Gus would stubbornly avoid bedtime, thinking he knew best. He would yawn and try to hide it, hoping no one would notice, but his tired eyes would always give him away. One night, as the stars twinkled in the sky, Gus's mom came up with a clever idea. She decided to enlist the help of the other farm animals to show Gus the importance of a good night's sleep. The next day, Gus's mom gathered all the animals for a meeting. She explained her plan and asked for their help. The wise old owl, the gentle mother hen, and even the playful piglet eagerly agreed to help. That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Gus's mom called out, "Gus, come and join us for a special nighttime adventure." Curiosity sparked in Gus's eyes, and he couldn't pass up the opportunity for an adventure. He happily trotted over to where the animals had gathered. The wise old owl hooted, "Gus, have you ever seen the night sky sparkle with magic?" The gentle mother hen clucked, "Gus, have you ever heard the peaceful lullaby of the night?" The playful piglet oinked, "Gus, have you ever felt the warm embrace of some cozy straw?" Gus blinked, realizing that there was more to bedtime than he had ever thought. His stubbornness began to fade as he listened to the animals' tales of nighttime wonders. Under the watchful gaze of the stars, Gus's mom gently nuzzled him. "Gus, going to bed isn't a punishment or a bad thing. It's a time to rest and dream of new adventures. Bedtime can be magical if you let it." Gus looked into his mother's eyes and saw the love and wisdom in them. He finally understood that bedtime was not something to avoid, but something to embrace. With a tired yawn escaping his mouth, Gus said, "Mom, I think I'm ready to go to bed now. I want to feel the magic of bedtime." His mom smiled warmly and led him to a cozy corner of the barn. As Gus nestled into the soft straw, surrounded by the comforting sounds of the farm, he realized that bedtime was indeed a special time. From that night on, Gus happily welcomed bedtime. He discovered that a good night's sleep made his adventures even more exciting and his days even more enjoyable. As he closed his eyes, feeling the warmth and love around him, Gus couldn't help but drift off into a world of dreams where he could be the hero of his own stories. The moral of Gus's tale is that even the most hard-headed of us can learn the value of rest and sleep. Bedtime is important.